Hey guys, guess what? It is Women History Month, and you know what that comes with? That means that we are taking over. We are taking over this month, the world, and J and Joe show. So today we have Joshua as our guest, and we're gonna ask him some hot questions. So you better tune in. Come on, let's go. So today we're not having Josh as a co-host. Today he's a guest on our show. So Josh, Ssenyonga,
today it's the women's show, not the J and Joe show.
Actually, it's the month. The whole month. It's just gonna be about women.
The
Why
women
not?
are taking over and they're kicking me out. I didn't know I had no power.
Shoo.
But hey, I'm all for it. Come on.
Yeah. So we're very excited to have you, Josh.
Well, it's exciting to be here, and I'm honored that you would call me to be your guest.
Yeah.
On this Women's Month celebration.
Yeah, I really like it. I'm looking forward to it.
You're looking very forward to it.
I'm looking very forward to it. But you know what? You have grown up with a lot of women.
Yes, I have.
In fact, you're the only son in your family.
My mom, my sisters, my aunties, my Ssenyogas, the people that helped us grow up, my nannies. Yeah, I literally grew up with women.
How does that feel?
Well, for one, I always wanted a brother.
Oh, but you have Judah.
But I have Judah now, so that we're gonna work with that. But it was fun. It made me a very good person and communicative, and that's where I get my communication skills from. Is definitely from the women.
Really?
Learning how to talk and be a communicator. That's why my wife loves me so much, because I was already groomed.
I don't know if
by
that's
the
a compliment
woman
or
in my house. No, but being with women has definitely been a different insight for me. You know, my dad would travel; he would always be at work, but I always got home and there were always ladies and females around me.
Yeah.
And being the only guy, I got to see the differences in women and men at a close up and personal thing. And I just want to say thank you to all the girls and the women, the girls who are gonna become women, because being a woman is not easy from what I've seen.
Well, these days you can be a woman if you choose to.
What is a woman? Hey guys, if you haven't watched that, there's a documentary by Matt Walsh called "What Is a Woman?" Go watch it.
This world is crazy, but we're talking about the women.
The real woman.
Yeah, the real women.
What is a woman? Actually, that is the question we're gonna ask right now. What is a woman?
What is a woman?
No, what is a woman?
No, for you, what? You're not gonna do that to me.
I'm not the host. Okay.
Yeah.
A woman is a female human.
What is a female?
A female human is someone born with reproductive organs, and even if they're not able to give birth, but they still have that, and that's what a female is.
Right. Love that.
Female reproductive organs.
Okay. So you're able to carry something.
Yes, you're able to carry something.
Okay.
Yeah, you have that born with you. It's not created, but it's born with you. And that is just the start of what it is to be a woman, because then you have to talk about her mind, her body, the emotions that go into womanhood. There's so much that I've seen at a distance and I've seen in you personally also. You as Joanne, what makes you a woman is not just like your body parts, but also the mindset that goes behind it, the way you think, the way you analyze, the way you the way you do you. The way you do you, it's so special.
You know, these days there's a narrative of like the masculine female and how we're taking on roles to be, you know, powerful and all of that. And I feel like we've made the word power and masculinity synonymous, if that makes sense.
So in order to be powerful,
you have to take on a manly role,
and that is actually something that I have not seen, because my mom, she's one of the most powerful women I know in the country, and I know many other women who are powerful. I mean, handling billions and billions of shillings and hundreds of thousands of dollars, multiple people that answer to her. multiple people who are responsible. She's responsible for. She raises up kids. She does so much, and through those, she still keeps that feminine gesture. She says, "Oh, my son." She doesn't try to fill the room with her dominance or being strong or yeah. But she in her caring, she's still seen as a very important person in her loving, in her affection, and that's something that God gave women that men can only try to copy. Like the caring, the love, the nurturing, the things that they just want to give. They're givers. The women are givers, and I see my mom be a genuine giver, not wanting anything in return, but just trying to make sure that whatever she is over is growing. And even in that, it was still powerful.
But you know what? Actually, when you say that, it's so important because you can still be soft and still be powerful. You can still be kind and graceful and and feminine and just gracious and still be powerful.
I mean, look at you.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Sure. This girl is powerful. You don't see her now, but hey, when she gets upset, you're gonna know who's in charge.
Okay, now upset, powerful.
No. But like when things need to move, you can see you'll see her move. It'll be in grace. It'll be in style. But you'll see things get done. And that's what I love about you.
Right. But then there's a narrative that is changing whereby the world is taking it from, the nurturing side that you said, the caring, the taking care of your home, the way we run things, not being and letting the man lead in whatever
area he is
in, has kind of been downplayed. Like, stay-at-home mom right now is like, what are you even doing? And like the power has been taken away from those things that are so powerful and respect, actually feeding.
The respect, the honor that goes into a woman staying at home and taking care of her kids or, doing other feminine activities. I think there's a culture battle between masculine and feminine, and the women have been so hurt by the men, and because of that hurt and that pain, they are taking on roles that they weren't supposed to carry.
Say that again, please.
The women have been hurt by society, by men, and because of that pain, they are taking on roles that they were never meant to carry. And so you see a woman that is the provider for a family, and she might have to do it because the man isn't stepping up.
It comes from this functionality of the man.
But if she was in her natural best role, would that be something that she is doing? Something that Dr. Miles Monroe said is like, he said something that was very controversial. He says, women do not want to have to work. Women do not need to work. They don't need to. They can work. They might want to work, but when they are working out of a necessity, that means something is wrong. If they're trying to earn a living for their family, that means something is off.
That's if they're in a marriage.
Yes, in a marriage.
Clear.
So as a man, one of my things that I want to do is to provide that life where I have to make sure my wife is not working out of necessity, because that means she is now carrying my load. And there'll be times where, times are tough, and that's why she's here. She's supposed to carry a load, but it's not her role for the rest of her life. So the times when women can pick up a role, can do this as a helping, but not for a lifetime. And we have women who are raising kids by themselves. We have women who are working, providing food for their children, and all these different things. And
women are killing it.
You're doing great. I don't know how you do what you do
killing it.
And take care of families and provide food. You're the mother and the father.
And still possess the grace. I think that's really important. When someone doesn't pause or want to be in the front lines or the front row, and they're doing it in the back scenes and they're like in the background and still like pushing their family and everybody in their family forward. It's like the Proverbs 31 woman. She's never seen in the public. But what she's doing is literally just taking the family in like miles per hour. Like the husband is thriving off the woman's hard work. And I think that's really powerful. And I want you to talk about yeah, just that. Like, how do you think men have supported, or do you even think have supported women in that area?
I think men
Is it lacking?
in the culture, you can speak it in any culture, Uganda and everywhere. There's been an attack on men, and we have become soft. We do not want to carry the heavy burdens. We do not want to move forward in our families. And because we have become soft, we are seeing a rise in women stepping up and carrying the loads that men should be carrying. As I said that before, which is not their role. Your wife should not be killing herself to provide for the family. I do not believe that at all. She can help, she can be supportive, but it should not be up to her.
A primary thing. Like, if she doesn't bring food on the plate, we're not surviving.
And like, let's say your wife also works and she makes more money than you. Like that, like fine. I'm not talking about just like the money. I'm talking about being the head and being the leader of the household. That it's not about the money. And but also on the flip side of that, it's not to say we want lazy women. Because now a girl's going to be like, oh, I just need to get me a sugar daddy and stay home and do nothing. No. You have to be a worker. Worker is not just about money. But
we don't have those on the J&J show.
I'm
not on the J&J show.
I don't know. Maybe. But like, listen, like there'll be, like so many young girls want guys to just buy them things, get me airtime, buy me dress, take me out, take me to travel, you know, all these little things. And they just sit there thinking they're just going to be cute forever. But the Bible teaches us in the Proverbs 31, she was a worker. She was working hard for her family. And trust me, even if you're not working outside and you don't have a career and you're a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home wife, you're still going to have to run your household. Like, it's not just going to be simple and easy and going out and living the, what they call it, the soft life every time.
Self-life.
You got to work.
Self-life ambassadors. It's a thing.
Come on. That's not for me. And that's why when I saw Joanne, I was like, yo, I'm going to put it to the test.
Hey, I want to have a good time. I want things to, you know, come at me, but there's going to be work.
No, you can spoil your wife, but I got to know if things are,
there's a balance.
How's she going to deal with adversity?
There's a balance.
I would watch her, you know, when she was still.
Josh.
No. Let me tell the story. When she was still just a girly girl, I was like, okay, let me see how you do things with your other friends. And she always want to go and study hard. She had a nice GPA. I was like, okay, cool. I see her working.
I need some of that GPA.
We had a what was it? HPE, which was like physical education together. And I saw Joanne pushing herself. I saw her, she was tired. The hair was out, the sweat, but she had a look on her face of focus and determination. And you see her just running. But she's pushing, everyone else has stopped. I looked at her, I was like, this is a woman that I can build a life with because she's determined, she's focused, and she knows a struggle. And not just that, but like helping out with other people and leading and nurturing and caring and giving. Oh, that's when I was like, this is the kind of woman I want. Because you got to be careful. I know there's some men who watch. Men, got to be careful. Not every cute girl going to be able to handle the work, you know. I want her to look cute, look good, but then also be able to do the work, you know. If something needs to be swept, she gonna sweep it. Yeah. Some of y'all want slay queens, right? That just look nice on the Instagram. But what about when the camera is off? What are they doing? Y'all see Joanne here looking nice. Do you know what happened before? She had a totally different outfit.
I was submerged.
And Judah just decided to
in Judah's slumber.
Food and destroy it, and then she had to come back that's what she's doing. She's taking care of her household, she's cleaning up. She's working hard, and that's the beauty of it. Yeah. And see, what I've learned about women is that when they are under a good man, it's so natural for them to give. Yeah. And when a woman loves you, like when she really loves you, she's gonna get away with so many things. And that's why men, we take it for granted sometimes. Because when you have a love of a true woman, you have a true love from a true woman, man, that is everything. She's gonna give you her whole life. That's just, I've seen it so many times. But the instant she makes a decision that says enough is enough, no matter what you do, no matter how much you cry, no matter what you say, I'm gonna change, it's over. She'll give you many chances. She said, why don't you change? Why don't you change? Why don't you do this? Why don't you be better? All this. When a woman loves you, it's the best thing in the world, and you can take it for granted. But there's a line that happens across where you go one step too far, and she's like, I'm done. And coming back, I've never seen it happen. It happens. I know it happens. I know there's forgiveness in that. But I've never seen it happen in my personal life. I want to see it happen. But when a woman loves you, it's beautiful. But you don't want to lose that. And that's something that I want to keep for my life.
Are you doing a good job keeping that?
I don't know. I can't grade myself. What do you think, sweetheart?
No, you're doing a great job. I have one more question.
Okay, one more question.
Do you think we are, as society, as Uganda, the whole, patriarchal, whatever, do you think we're in the right path?
Do I think?
In seeing our homes and our girls and our women being cultivated to who they are, because some of them are really from broken homes and have father issues, and they don't have anyone to look up to. They've been wounded by so much. They've been abused, and they don't have a voice. And the woman can't really talk because they, like their voice is being suppressed all the time. And like, where are we going, and what can men do to support the woman or the female?
Well, one of the things I know is that there's so many women that have been abused and keep it silent.
Yeah.
There's so many women who have daddy issues and have never dealt with it and never healed from it. And that's why they go out and
trying to get the same person.
Yeah, and they go out, try to get the attention from another man that their daddy never gave them. If they did have, there's I applaud every single mother out there, but there's a reason God made the fathers. And so as a culture, one thing that I would say to make sure that our girls grow up strong and into all the people that they're supposed to be is that the men need to step up. Step up as a husband, step up as a father. And if you made mistakes, talk to your girls about it and ask them for forgiveness. You have to see them as valuable people because they are valuable. And if we never do this, I mean, it's a flawed war. The world is flawed, but in whatever area you're in, if you're a guy watching, if you're a girl watching, what can you do to move to move it forward? To say, I wanna make this a safe place for women. But one of the biggest things is what happens in secret, and the girls that put on smiles when they're breaking down inside, and the secrets that they keep that are so heavy on their life. There's so many, and if I told people to put up their hands about the women that have been abused, sexually abused, it is an astounding number.
Even the stigma of being abused in their marriages, and then when they decide to leave, not that I support this in any way, shape, or form, but like when they decide to leave because they can't bear it anymore, there's just a label they place on.
That's it, mostly in the Christian communities.
That's what I'm saying.
too. Yeah,
they place it on the woman, and the man can go freely and do whatever he wants to do. But for the woman, she has failed. She has not done what she, treated the man in the way that she's supposed to be. The whole label of failure is placed on the woman.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's not supportive enough, especially in the Ugandan culture as we know it. And I feel like there has to be a shift. There has to be a place of accountability for men.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Okay.
Men, we have no accountability, which is a terrible thing. You need to be accountable to a standard that you set when you decided to marry that girl. Because if you're not careful, you can lose value in the woman that you marry. And when you do that, your marriage is going to be destroyed because you have to value that person more than anything else in the world. And when you lose value, someone needs to say, hey, get back to thinking right. Hey, you can't go around sleeping with people. Hey. And when a society says, it's okay for men to have many women, right? And no one says anything when a man is sleeping around with so many people.
In fact, they teach the women how to get the man back.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
So they teach the woman how to get the
Fight
man
for
back.
the man when the
Well,
man's
that's
out
not
here.
marriage. I don't know what kind of marriage that is.
Even in the Christian community.
Yeah, I know that's not how it's supposed to be. As a man, you need to be able to keep the thing in your pants, bro.
Yeah.
Keep your thing in your pants. Keep your mind focused on the right thing.
On Jesus.
On Jesus, on the Lord, and on
Yes.
your wife, man. Keep your mind focused on your wife, so that what does Solomon say? Enjoy the wife of your youth, man. Like, don't be trying to get all these new girls.
Yeah.
There's a beauty in sticking with someone for a long time and honoring that. God will honor you. So as a man, you have the biggest contribution to Women's Day. So what can you do this month to step out of your zone?
Mm-hmm.
What can you give to a woman, to a mother, to your sister, to your best friend, to your girlfriend, to your wife? Fiancé. You know,
Yeah.
give her the respect, give her the honor of the beautiful creature that she is,
Yeah.
and love on her. Love on
Without
her.
women, I don't know what y'all are doing. Because
I don't
you
know.
need us.
Listen, let me just tell you, I don't know where I would be without Joanne.
Aww.
I'll just tell you that I don't know where I would be without my beautiful wife.
Thank you.
No, it's not even a joke though. That's the beauty that when God made women and took him from the rib, he said it's not good for this man to be alone. Not good for him to just wander around and just do nothing. No, it's good for this man to get someone that's gonna be with him like this.
Die or die.
Ride or die. Come on. Ride or die. And live life together.
Yeah.
So like when I'm down, she can lift me up. When she down, I lift her up.
Except you're
And
heavy.
that kind of life, come on, Joe, you got the muscles. That kind of life is what we should be looking forward to.
I want you, we're almost winding up, but I want you to say,
Wind it up.
Look up in that camera and just encourage a woman or two, someone who's really going through it. We have single moms. We have women that are really juggling every single thing they can. With dysfunctional husbands, with dilemmas, what to do with family, not unsupportive family, all of that in one, just a minute.
I would love you to do it though.
No, I want you to do it. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing this whole month.
Okay.
So I'm giving you an opportunity.
For my last episode for this month,
Yeah.
I want to speak to all the women out there.
Yes.
Listen, you are so special, unique, and important.
Mm-hmm.
You do not need to look at anyone else's beauty standard, society's beauty standard, to determine your value. You are valuable because you are God's child, and there's no one else like you. And so if someone does not see your value, that's not up to you. You say, you have to know who you are and what your worth is. So no matter what else is going on, no matter the difficulties you may be facing, remember that I am valuable, I am important, and I am unique, and I'm God's child. So I want to give you that encouragement. Stand strong, look up, move forward, and everything's going to be okay.
We got this.
Come on.
We got this.
Happy Women's Month. We love you. All of our women, we love you. Thank you for just loving us and taking care of us.
And being strong.
Being so strong.
And being persevering. And being tenacious.
Stamina.
And being gracious. And being wonderful. And being beautiful.
Likeable.
All of it. See you guys next time. That was great.